Inside your body, a silent war is being waged at this very moment, and your own blood could be the weapon. Every meal you eat can deploy millions of tiny assailants, glucose molecules, that in excess behave not as fuel, but as a slow-acting poison, relentlessly attacking the very fabric of your cells. This isn't a future problem. It's a clear and present danger unfolding with every beat of your heart. This toxic overflow triggers a devastating process called glycation. Think of it as biological rusting. The excess sugar permanently bonds to proteins and fats, creating destructive compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. According to research highlighted by the National Institutes of Health, these AGEs are a primary driver of systemic inflammation, stiffening your arteries into plaque-filled pipes, damaging delicate neurons in your brain, and crippling your kidneys' filtering systems. It's a multi-front assault on your entire body. But your body has a powerful, built-in defense system against this sugary onslaught. It's not a complex organ or a rare chemical. It's your muscle. Skeletal muscle is your primary glucose sink, responsible for disposing of over 80% of the glucose from your blood after a meal. When you move, your muscle cells open up specialized gateways called GLUT4 transporters that physically pull glucose out of the bloodstream to be used as immediate fuel or stored safely for later. Your muscle mass is, quite literally, your metabolic armor. Here's the critical vulnerability for men over 40. This metabolic armor begins to degrade through a process called sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss. You can lose 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade after age 30, and this rate accelerates after 60. Losing muscle is not just about getting weaker, it's about systematically shutting down your body's glucose disposal sites. Each pound of lost muscle is like closing a door on a sugar-clearing factory, forcing that toxic glucose to remain in your blood, where it continues its destructive work unchecked. Rebuilding your metabolic armor is not optional. It is a strategic imperative for long-term survival. This requires a precise, three-pronged protocol you can begin tomorrow. First, the nutritional mandate. You must actively slow the rate of glucose entering your blood. This means eliminating liquid sugars and refined flours, which are like metabolic bombs. Instead, for every meal, ensure you have a source of fiber and protein first. A powerful, specific action is to incorporate 2 tablespoons of chia seeds soaked in water 15 minutes before your largest meal. The gelatinous fiber forms a barrier in your gut, physically slowing sugar absorption. Additionally, half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon daily has been shown to improve how your cells respond to insulin. Second, the movement mandate. You must force your muscle to open its glucose gates. The most potent non-negotiable action is a simple 10 to 15-minute walk immediately after each meal. This simple act of muscle contraction activates GLUT4 transporters through a pathway independent of insulin, forcing your muscles to soak up the glucose you just consumed. This is your immediate damage control. 3 times a week, perform resistance training focusing on your largest muscle groups, squats, deadlifts, push-ups. That builds more muscle, creating more sinks for future glucose. Third, the recovery mandate. You must control cortisol. Poor sleep, less than 7 hours, spikes the stress hormone cortisol, which tells your liver to dump more sugar into the blood, making you insulin resistant. Your non-negotiable action is to establish a blackout hour before bed. No screens. The blue light disrupts melatonin production. The room must be cool and completely dark. This isn't about comfort. It's about hormonal regulation, critical for metabolic control.